Welcome back. Yeah, let's talk about Akon. Akon. Locked up, won't let me out. Our very own African Akon. Yes, we're very proud of Akon's accomplishments. But Hakimi is reloaded. You remember that Hakimi story? You remember? You remember Hakimi story? The football player, right? After nearly 29 years, I think we've reported this already, but there's another new part of the story. This Akimi reloaded thing, right? But anyway, we reported that after 29 years of marriage, Akon's wife, I thought all along he was a polygamist, but maybe internationally. But in the Yankee, you can only have one wife legally. Outside of that, it's called bigamy. Okay, or some people speak. I don't know. Chia, come and correct me again, please. Bigamy, which one is it? Anyways, it's against the law. I think it's bigamy. Anyway, he was married to Tomika, a lady called Tomika, who has reportedly filed a divorce and seeking, reportedly, I think this is rumors, I think it's stupid, but maybe there's some truth, but she's seeking. That's the rumor, the Hakimi side of it, but we'll talk about that in a second. She's seeking 100 million euro. Is that euro? I'm not sure what euro, something like that. But rumors claim that when the court examined Akon's finances, just in this last 2 weeks, they finished looking at Nigerian men. We have to do better with the kind of news we carry. Hey. Anyway, in these last 2 weeks, they finished examining all of multi-million-dollar fortune of Akon. Yes, Akon is worth millions. Let's stop the cap. At least the name Akon is worth millions, tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. Somehow, they finished counting all the money in the last 2 weeks, and they found out that a old Akon has $10,000 to his name. That's it. With the rest supposedly held in his mother's name. Drawing comparisons to footballer Ashraf Hakimi's viral case, by the way, which was debunked. Okay. Now, social media went celebrating. The men on social media celebrating smart asset protection. Educated people talking about smart asset protection, putting money under your mother's name. I told you, even educated people, they will justify bullshit out of their ass, literally. Okay. And I told you that common sense is never enough. Not in this life and relationship issues, at least. Because common sense, all it does is tell us don't cheat, don't steal, don't lie. But me and you know that there's more to this. Okay. Now, here's a question. Is Akon really hiding millions under his mother's name? Is that even a real thing? I mean, gentlemen, we're just addicted to this fantasy of male revenge. Is this a revenge type of thing? Opwe, we show them pepper. They have been filing divorce. The richest woman in the world is because of divorce. So we must show them pepper too. Your mother is the best one. Your mother loves you more than your wife. Let's be honest, gentlemen. We like to call a spade a spade. Like, let's be honest. Can we do that? Is this a celebration of wisdom? Or a celebration of fear? I'm just asking. Many people are saying it is smart asset protection before a woman could take all your fortune that you've been building all these years away from you. But again, tell me, what kind of man builds an empire expecting betrayal ahead of a partnership that's designed around trust? Like, I'm trying to process it. Now, do you really believe that Akon, not just a global artist, a whole conglomerate, right, with lawyers, accountants, that he will be moving money through his mother's name? There's no laundromat anymore where they can launder money. They have to move it to their mother's name. Abi, this is just us man's bedtime stories. Feel safe from emotional accountability. What are we looking at here? I'm asking questions. Educate me, okay? Because we've concluded that our mother loves us more than our wives. Shebi, right? I smell paranoia. We call it masculinity. The women call it toxic masculinity. We say there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. There's only masculinity. Put your foot down and hide your money with your mommy. Hakimi style. Even though the Hakimi story has been debunked, but let's just pretend it's real, okay? Modern men. When we say controlling behavior, well, shouldn't you be in control? That's the point. You feel like you're losing control, so you're moving mad. That's the point. But let me know what your personal opinion is. Gentlemen, let me hear you, because my numbers show that 60% of you are men. Okay, I can even show you. Let me see. No, because of the slow internet. Let me not disrupt the internet. But when I get back to real internet, I'll show you. 60 to 70% in recent times that's been coming here are men. So let me ask you, I know we're busy, we're working, but let me ask you, just answer the guy in the mirror. Okay? Just answer the guy in the mirror. What's your personal opinion? If your mother protects you more than your wife respects you, have you really built a family? Because that's internally, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a family. We're trying to keep it contained. And we're resenting the idea that 70% of divorces are initiated by women. Somebody said orchestrated. I said, no, that's not orchestration. The person that will orchestrate the whole divorce is an evil person. You should be happy they left your life. Okay, so let's even stop that conversation. Initiated does not mean it's the beginning of it. Usually they've left years before they initiated it. Right? But we resent that. We don't like that. All right. So let me ask you a question again. If your mother protects you more than your wife respects you, are you really building a family? Just answer the guy in the mirror. And if love is supposed to meet all of our 6 basic human needs, right? We're talking about certainty, variety, significance, connection, growth, and contribution. Why do us men keep choosing control over connection? Why? And we call it leadership, right? A man is the head of the household. Well, if the fish rottens from the head down, what do you think is going to happen? What are your expectations exactly? What are your expectations? Is it really about money? Is this story, this rumored stupid story about Akon and Hakimi, is this really about money or about a misguided pride? What's going on here, gentlemen? Let's talk to ourselves. If you need to hide your wealth to feel safe in love, what are you truly reaching? Would you still consider that a strong masculine frame? I mean, consider the fact that there are lawyers, there are structures, there are LLCs, there are legal structures, there are trusts that you can put money in, and you can still legally hide money properly. You know, if the real reason is money and not paranoia, you can still hide money. Here's the truth. I've always told you this. Prenups can protect assets, yes, but they don't protect your emotional poverty. They don't. Okay. The average person don't even need all this legal linguistic nonsense. They don't. Okay. But the average person will have to deal with emotional mastery, emotional intelligence. That's what I'm inviting you to do. Let's talk more about this. We need to have more conversations around this, because the fact that that story went wild is telltale sign. Marriott. Hi, Marriott. It's a boogie mama stories. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully, you've been enlightened, educated. Do me a favor. As we're dropping videos, please help me share them. It takes 1 or 2 clicks. Share. Just share with the world. And, I think all I'm trying to do is provoke certain insights. I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of questions that will help us. Okay? I have a lot of questions that will help us. Let me see. Mara says, men are weirdos. Why should your family of 30 years suffer due to divorce? Yeah, so remember, it's not about Akon. It's about the fact that somebody could relate with this and make this go viral and celebrate this news. It is weird. It's very, very weird. I have to agree with that. All right. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. I'll see you on the. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Promise you guys. Take care. God bless.
This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number 1 Red Flag. Yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.